A recession can begin at any of these points, and in 2022, people could cut back on spending. Just look at consumer sentiment, a measure that weighs how people are feeling about the economy and whether they plan to spend money soon. Generally, when people respond that they feel more pessimistic, a recession follows. And right now, they're feeling about as good as during the Great Recession in 2008, thanks to inflation.
I received my tax bill. It went up $600. And it basically had the caveat written, this is not etched in stone.
So why we are telling the public we're raising their taxes? We're not raising their taxes. Our taxation is with the frozen exemptions. We will not raise anybody's taxes if you file for homestead. Now,
And even then, the county provides relief by a frozen homestead exemption.
The deadline for this year for homeowners to apply for the frozen exemption to keep it at the 2022. Has that date passed?
Yeah, so the deadline to file for homestead is April 1st. Has to be filed by April 1st.
Okay.
Commissioner Holmes.
David, what's your thoughts on providing the citizens some relief by rolling back the mill, by rolling back 1 mil and taking that $9 million out of fund balance to support necessary services in the county?
You cannot have a recession if you have continued job growth. Unemployment is low. That is the case that remains today. Yes, GDP is down for 2 quarters, but you cannot have a recession with continued job growth.
Do you understand that the Fed is trying to force the economy and increase the unemployment rate? Do you understand that is what's happening right now with the Feds?
I do understand. That's why the Fed increased the interest rates.
When you're elected,
The second part of
when
your
you're elected
question-
as
the
a
second part of
commissioner,
your
when
question,
you're elected as a
Commissioner, if you want to
commissioner,
talk to me.
you have fiduciary responsibility over the budget.
I have
And if you
fiduciary
see
responsibility over the
if
budget.
you see a cloud over the economy and over this county, you should take steps to do things to ensure that this county doesn't go bankrupt. If you remember back to 2008, the economy was great. I mean, there were some warning signs, but in October of 2008, nobody anticipated the bottom would fall out on that one day. GDP is down 2 straight quarters. We're in a recession. Home prices and home values are down. Walmart reported terrible earnings yesterday. So we are not in a position to increase taxes on the taxpayers with the inflated home assessments. So why not give citizens relief? Why not give our citizens a break?
This is not the time to be collecting less revenue when our expenses are increasing along with everyone else.
that costs money, but it costs me $3 a year, $3 a year for all that. So tell me where my taxes have been increased.
So you're telling me no citizen in this county will be hurt from the increased tax?
And because we have a frozen homestead exemption, that benefits homeowners where their taxable value doesn't increase because they're getting those exemptions. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I'm telling you, with a frozen exemption, they will not see a change on their tax bill from the BOC side.
So I want to let citizens know that we're talking about this frozen exemption. They are not eligible for it at this point because the deadline has passed.
Based on in my opinion, a false home values that we're seeing now. My home, I would have been happy to get $300,000 for a year and a half ago. Now Zillow, realtor saying $440,000. And that's what we're seeing the taxes based on.
Well, the tax increase from
We're not increasing the taxes.
from the increased assessed home values by our tax assessor.
Commissioner.
So people are literally looking at a $2,000 a year increase in the cost of just to live in your home. Taxes, insurance. utilities and everything, it makes a huge difference. Thank you. So this is a false economy that's getting ready to collapse real quick, basically.
I'd like to call for a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Got a motion, can I get a second?
Second.
Got a second. So we got a motion and a second. No further discussion, all in favor. And I need to hear the ayes on the phone.
Aye. Commissioner Thomas, aye.
Commissioner England?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Motion carries. Any against? Got one against? Motion carries. Thank
Against this
you.
backdrop, today the FOMC raised its policy interest rate by 0.75 percentage point and anticipates that ongoing increases in the target range for the federal funds rate will be appropriate.